In this Excel for Beginners course, I'm going to teach you the basics of spreadsheets. I'm going to show you how to use Excel, how to enter data into cells, how to format rows and columns and make spreadsheets that look pretty, and most importantly, how to get data to tell a story. Welcome back to the Lessons from the Corner Office channel, where I give you the confidence to live the life you deserve doing the work you love. I will tell you, one of the biggest differentiators between a great employee and a hard worker is the ability to analyze data and, most importantly, tell a story with your data. So let's get into Excel right now. So what you see in a basic spreadsheet is very simple. It's columns across the top, lettered, and rows, numbered, down the side. It's nothing scarier than that. Each cell represents a unique location. Now I'm using Excel for a Mac. Yours may look a little differently, but you can see here in the corner what column, what row you're in. So this location is commonly referred to as a cell. So in the first row across the column, you typically put the title for your data. What's going to be in this row and in this column. So right here, I'm going to say that this would be date. Okay, now I hit the tab key to go to the next column. So for the next to the date, I'm going to put temperature. We'll put temp. Now for column C, we're going to say comments. And then if you hit return, Excel takes you back to let you start to enter data. So now I can say on August 1st, 8/1/21, and I hit the tab key, the temperature was 75 degrees. And my comments on this day was pretty comfortable day. Return. On 8/2/21, the temperature was 82 degrees, and I will say getting slightly warmer. And then let's just say at 8/3/21, the temperature was 101, and I'm going to say, wow, it is hot today. So this is what's called diary data. So diary data means every day we make an entry and we just keep track of data. And what I'm going to do when we get into the next level of tutorial, I have some canned data. I'm actually going to pull I have a sensor running in my attic, and it shows you the temperature in the attic, and we can do some fancier analytics. But for now, I just want you to see how to make this look nice. So when you look at this, you think, okay, great, doesn't look that pretty. So let's pretty this data up. The first thing we should probably say is, I don't like the way that this column looks. So if we click on row A here and highlight the whole column, I think these should be centered. So you come over here and there's three sets of lines. This is left justify your data, this is center your data, and this is right justify or align. So let's center this. Temperature, let's center, and comments. Now what are we going to do with comments? Comments I wrote are wider than the column. So what do? Well, the first thing that you can do is if you hover over the edge of the column, you get this line with two arrows. If you click and drag, I can make the column wider. So let's make this column a little bit wider. Now, my personal preference, I like comments to stay left aligned. Now, I like to differentiate the headings from the data. So we come over to date, and I'm holding down the shift and pressing the right arrow key twice. So I've now selected those three cells. And I can come up here and select bold. Now I've bolded those cells. I like them to stand out a little bit more. So I come over here to this paint can, and you can click on the little arrow to pull down, and this is called fill. And I like to use this light blue accent. Now you click anywhere else on the table. Already in just 3 minutes, we've made what looks to be a little bit prettier column. Now we can do a lot of things with formatting, and we'll get into that in later tutorials. And as long as you follow my Excel tutorials, we're going to build on this and do something really fun with it. But let me show you one last thing quick before we end this short introduction. Let's say, for example, now I want to know graphically what all of the temperatures have looked like. So let's pick date and temperature and drag down to select all the rows. Come up to insert, and then I want you to click on recommended charts. And then I like this second one. Lines typically represent continuous data. Bars represent unique measurements. If I was running a temperature sensor like I am in my attic, I would use a line chart, and we'll get into that. If I'm looking at diary data, I tend to use bar charts. So let's enter that in, and there we go. And we can drag it over here where we want it, and we can grab this corner and make it bigger. And there is my temperature graph. So there you go, a brief introduction, a quick taste to it. Please keep coming back. I post an Excel video every Tuesday. We'll get into unique tips, tricks, and turn you into an analyst. And remember, this is about living the life you deserve. And to live the life you deserve, you got to do the work you love. And to do the work you love, there's a few little tricks you need to learn to set yourself apart. Please do me a favor, click on that subscribe button, hit the like button, come back to the channel, and let's go out there and live the life you deserve.